Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And Khalif Raymond was the intended target. Third down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive. Starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. They'll roll him out right. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We're scoreless after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now Cobb to return. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Pass, catch, first down for Tonyan. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
And this one is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 29, Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry.
He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 79 yards. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Packers 0.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Big hold of the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's gone. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On the handoff, this is Swift. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Swift. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Given 30 yards there.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jones is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. Ballantyne opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now gone. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat.
And this is caught inside the 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him. And look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Goff now to throw. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know